Hello, hello, and welcome, my beautiful, beautiful Capricorns. Brenda here with your General Tarot and Oracle card forecast for the week of September the 22nd to the 28th. Let's jump right in and see what your download message is. Whoa, what a great way to start your week off. You've got the card Happiness. Great way to start off this week, my beautiful Cappies. Let's see what we've got here. My beautiful achievers. That's what I call my Capricorns. You put your head down and you get the job done. Let's see what we have here for my beautiful Capricorns. Spirit and guides. What do you need to see, know, and expect coming in? Well, your first card coming in is the Eight of Wands, momentum picking up. You've got the Page of Pentacles. There's news about money. Often it's good. Taking yourself to the center position to take some time out. The Magician, yeah, being able to tap into your gifts you have and moving on them, acting on them, speeding on them. Okay. Happiness. Happiness is your all-over energy here and your download message. So this week something could come in the form of happiness. You could be creating your own happiness, or you could be hearing good news that makes you happy. So great way to start your week. Coming in with your life or career card, you've got short term, and it says this position is temporary, so don't be too attached to it. No worries, you will find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. Now keep in mind, you hear me say this every week. I still have people that come and say none of this didn't work, it's not it's happening in my life, because it's just a general reading. Okay, it's meant for entertainment. So this may not pertain to every one of you. So there could be, though, some of you that will experience a job that is only short term. Maybe you've taken on a part-time job. Maybe this is a job that is a stepping stone to something better. Okay, it's only a temporary position. Maybe some of you have been asked to step up and do something in the absence of someone else at work, and it's only while they're away. So don't be too attached to it, okay? But something better will come up. Now, coming in underneath that, you have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is that card of momentum picking up. Fast-moving action. Things are going to shift. Things have been kind of boring and dull and humdrum. Well, now you're going to find you better be prepared, because you're going to be hitting the ground running. Tie up those bootlaces. This is a card that says you're going to be doing a lot of different things, a lot of action. So you're going to be very busy. Time management, very important. Make sure you mark everything down and tick them off according to priority. Also, these wands represent travel, and often it indicates air travel, because these are flying wands. Some of you might be planning a trip for business or pleasure. This could be the wands of Cupid. You could be meeting somebody new who comes in all of a sudden. Bang. Okay, coming in your focus part of the reading, you do have a career change here, and it says, does your career fully align with who you are physically, emotionally, and spiritually? Now, when we get the keys represent a mindset shifts that will unlock abundance and help you create your timeline of ultimate prosperity. So how you look upon your career is important. If you're going to work and you can't stand it, well, obviously you're not going to excel at it. You're not going to grow. It's not interesting you. But if it does align with you, you're going to go out there and you're going to be enthusiastic. You're going to be inspired. You're going to want to hit the ground running and go after every new opportunity that presents itself. But I think you could be in the process here of thinking about your job, and are you where you really want to be? Now, the Page of Pentacles comes in, and this is a card of hearing good news. And often it has to do with the material part of our life or money. This is a card that says you could receive a message that maybe you're getting a bonus. Maybe you're getting, awarded or commended for something that you've done, which will elevate you up on the next tax bracket. But you could be creating this yourself. Okay, maybe some of you have reached a point here where you want a career change, where you're wanting to open up your own business or your own website, whether it's virtual or a physical. This is something that you're going to learn how to do. You could be learning a new form of study, taking a new form of study, going back to school to get something to add to your resume that, again, would allow you to step up that ladder in the next tax bracket to make more money. Now, in the center position, which is your help, hurdle, or challenge, you've got the card Cooperation. And it says acceptance, listening, teamwork, and a win-win situation. So we always refer to teamwork as dream work, right? Where we can collaborate, bounce ideas off of each other. Everybody's working for the same goal of success. So it's really good. It's really important to cooperate now. You might be working with a good group of people who are there to support each other. Okay, accept that. Be a good listener as well as someone who's a good team winner, where you get to put your input into the situation as well as a valued team player. It's going to be a win-win situation when this happens. Now the Hermit comes in, and the Hermit could be you doing some self-reflection, taking time out, going to the silence, just closing the door from all the chaos that's around you. You could be sitting there thinking, okay, maybe I do want to change my job, or maybe I need things to get busier for me. I need to make more money. I want to be with the right group of people. You could be doing that, but you could also be leaning into people who are where you want to be, who you look up to as mentors, and learning why they're there, learning their techniques, and getting guidance therein. So when you learn this could be your new form of study as well. You're going to be able to go out there with and walk in your light, have a clear sight line, know where you're going to go, and be able to use those and utilize those tools that you learned to light the path for other people. Coming in the messages from your guides and spirit, you've got in the near future. So if there's something you're working on, something that you're wanting to see come into fruition, what you're asking about will occur very soon, so you won't have to wait much longer. Stay optimistic and continue upon your current path and be open to receiving. So something's coming your way. But often when you take the initiative, because you do have the Knight of Wands here, which is taking the initiative, going after what you want, that's where you're going to see things coming into fruition. Because in comes the Magician, and the universe is saying, hey, all you got to look down at what you already have. Okay, the universe has and the powers that be have supplied you with all the things that you need to create the magic that you want. It starts off as a dream. You go after that dream, you plant the seeds, you set yourself up, and then you're able to hit the ground running. So this could come in the form, there could be help and assistance in the form of time, effort, support, love, and maybe even money. People could be investing into something that you are wanting to create a dream from. So this is about you starting out there, creating the magic that you want, and the universe says, we've given you all that you need. You've got it. You've worked for it. You deserve it. Go after it. Now, coming in with your angel number, it's very interesting. You got those 4 zeros, and it says strength, obstacles, hardships, building character, and experience. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something even much better. Hang in there. So we talked about the beginning here of happiness. So at the end of the day, you are doing what you need to do to step up that ladder. Step up on that next rung of elevating yourself, growing, expanding, and seeing success coming in. So stand in your strengths, okay? You've got them, Capricorn. Use those and utilize those to your greater good. Coming in at the end underneath that, we said, the speed was going to pick up. This is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is, he takes the initiative and goes out after what he wants, whether it's he wants love or whether he wants to see prosperity in his projects or in his life when it comes to his job and career. But it's quick changes, and he goes after them, and he thinks on his feet so he can do this. So this is about you being enthusiastic now. The winds of change in reference to momentum is picking up. Things are going to happen here. I think that you're working on those things this week. It's an exciting relationship, too. You could be collaborating with somebody with the same goal, likes and dislikes, but it can also be a hot and heavy, fast love affair that comes into town, too. But there's so much to do, and you're going to be excited about all there is to accomplish, and you just want to get started. First, you want to make a really solid plan. After all, if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right, okay? And you'll need to move quickly. But you may as well have fun while you're at it. Follow your instincts and stay confident, okay? All right, let's see what we have here. Clarification, validation, verification. What else do you need to see, know, and expect, my beautiful, beautiful Capricorns? Let's see what we have here. Spirit and guides. It looks like I have a little fruit fly flying around my desk here. If you see something, that's what it is. They're coming out of the woodwork now in the fall, this time of year. Oh, the bees and the hornets and the wasps have been really prevalent too. I have to keep my door closed on my terrace because of that. All right, starting off, your first card is that of the Page of Swords, followed by the Nine of Pentacles, looking great. The World card shows up in the center, and coming through with that, you have the Happy Ever After card, the Ten of Cups looking good, and you have the Four of Cups. Okay, so hearing good news, when we get pages, they are messengers, right? They are the messengers that bring us messages for us to have the insight to move towards our goals. So, and we learn things from them. This is possibly information coming in. Maybe you're being delivered a document that needs to be signed. Okay, maybe you're reviewing a document. You're listening and reviewing all points of view here when you get this message, and you're also giving constructive feedback as well, honest feedback. So there's so much to learn. Okay, expect great excitement to arise with a new topic or an intellectual project that you're going to be getting involved in, and information is pouring in. Now, information about this particular thing you might be wanting to get involved in could be coming in the form of television, the web, social media. Maybe that's how you heard about this, and you've got you're acting on it now, and finally you're getting the messengers coming in and saying you need to go after this. Okay, be mindful of how you speak and how you project your body language and what you're sending out into the universe. You don't want somebody taking something out of context, and then you kind of have to dig your way out of that hole you dug yourself into. So you could be receiving information that necessitates change to your plans too. So there could be a bit of a delay to plans because you need to process this information coming in, but it's going to be exciting. Now, the Nine of Pentacles comes in on top of that Page of Pentacles, so we darn well know that means good work, and it means you're going to see progress and fulfillment, walking in your garden of abundance and prosperity and success. So your hard work that you've applied to this is definitely bringing you in the rewards and the return for your hard work. So, I always say keep your eyes open. There could be many possibilities and opportunities you might overlook if you box yourself in. This is a card that says walk in your garden of abundance and pick from all those trees of opportunity. Don't put all your eggs in one nest. Beautiful wishes fulfilled. Also being very successful. She's an entrepreneur in business. She's very successful. The World. Yeah. You're going through change. End of one cycle, the beginning of a new one. You now have the ability to set your compass and go in any direction your heart desires. This is a card of completion and new beginnings and success. You could also be dealing with people in business on an international level. Okay, you could be dealing with people that way. Having clarity, seeing light at the end of the tunnel, knowing exactly where you're going and the purpose and your purpose. It's also the card of loving Mother Nature. You could be getting involved in global activism. Maybe you're interested in the ecosystem here. You could be working on something like that. Coming in, next you've got the Happy Ever After card. Yes, happiness and home life, your soul pod circle, your chosen family, getting along with people, your children if you have children. This is the card that says everything's coming up. Sunshine and rainbows at this time when you receive it. There's something coming in the near future. It could be this happiness, but also this is a card that says after every storm we anticipate the sun's going to shine, and often we get gifted and blessed with a rainbow. We always think of that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and it could come in the form of time, effort, support, love, or maybe even money. Now, at the end of the week, you've got the Four of Cups, and you could be feeling a little bit lost. You could be wearing you could have boxed yourself in. You may be at a stalemate right now where you're thinking, I can't see the forest for the trees. I'm missing out on an opportunity. My time, I've missed out. My time's run out, but it hasn't. Okay, this is a card that says be open-minded. Keep your eyes open for all new possibilities. I said that here with the Nine of Pentacles. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Be open-minded. Don't just look beyond the end of your nose to see that there could be something different that presents itself in the form of a new opportunity you may not have ever considered or even thought you'd be interested in. Give it a try, because sometimes it comes in, that is a blessing in disguise. Well, my beautiful Capricorns, this is your general reading for this week, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. Always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Capricorns.